Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be scrapbooking this. It's the last layout in one of the 2021 albums, and that means I can get that album back on the shelf and move on to other things. Taking a break from the photos I have pulled out to work with my never-ending kit for a hot second to get this done. Yeah, isn't that great? 5 years at Target, and they gave me $25 award on an upcoming paycheck. That was fantastic. All right, guys, got my kit, so let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I've got these two pieces of basically ephemera from when I celebrated my 5-year anniversary at Target. I thought I was going to use this red and white paper because it very much so screams Target. But nothing I was pulling out was really working for it, and it was starting to get a little bit on my nerves. You know when you think you have the greatest paper for a specific layout, but then you can't figure out what the heck you're supposed to combine it with. I mean, I'm trying all different kinds of things. I even give up on that piece of paper and try one of these little squiggly yellow ones, and that's not going to work either. I wanted to see if those two scraps of paper were from the same Simple Stories collection, and they are not because they are different shades of pink. And again, I'm just trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to do. Now, I decided that I wanted to use this 6x8 paper with the numbers on it. I thought it would be great since it is documenting a milestone year, right? So I am going to go ahead and figure out how I want this positioned on the layout exactly. And I know I got snitty about getting 25 bucks for being there for 5 years. I think that was pretty ridiculous, actually. And then it wasn't even $25 because they gave you $25 on your paycheck and then they took the taxes out of it. So you didn't even get a full 25 bucks. So that was fantastic. I went ahead and matted those numbers on this darker green piece of paper. And I did that because I was going to use this green striped paper, right? I don't even think I end up using this green striped paper. I want to figure out a way that I can highlight that big old number 5 kind of in the center of the paper. I was thinking about using this gold kind of leafy thing to kind of circle around it. That didn't really work out for me. Oh yeah, I did end up using this paper. I used it as a cover up between the floral and the plaid. At first, I did like the torn edge, but as I got farther and farther into the layout, I did not like it. Now, you can't really see this, but the vellum over top of this gold foil really does change the look of it. And I thought I would put this over top of the 5 and kind of highlight it that way. However, after I do this and cut down the vellum for the number 5, I realized that I really don't want to highlight it in this way. What I'm going to do instead is go grab another sheet of vellum paper so that I can go ahead and kind of trace over and figure out where the vellum hits on the number paper, and then I'm going to use my trimmer to go ahead and cut out a rectangle where that number 5 is. And instead of all of the other numbers being shiny and the number 5 having a weird kind of texture look to it, I decided to go ahead and do the opposite of that, and I think it turned out much, much better. I do have to erase some pencil lines real quick. Gonna pop that bad boy down, and now you can see my 5 is highlighted. So there's also a note in that card that says, "Congratulations, Sandy." My boss at the time wrote the note for me. Yeah. So I am going to add some arrows pointing to the number 5 as well, just to, you know, in case you didn't realize that 5 was the number, right? We're making all the things point to 5. I'm going to go through the stickers. I'm just going to try to really find some sort of decorative bits. I went ahead and pulled off that yellow rose sticker because that pink paper has yellow roses on it. And I'm also going to mess around and find some little bits for layers. So this is a 49 in Market piece, and it's just going to tuck in over here. And ultimately, I decide that most of the embellishment is going to be over here on the right hand side of the page. At first, I was going to put that leafy thing on the right or on the left hand side, and I was going to do like a diagonal line of embellishment from the top of the congratulations card to the bottom of the little card right here that's telling me I got my epic award of 25 bucks. And then I am going to start decorating. So I'm pulling out things from the kit. I've got this transparency. Oh goodness. I just got knocked around by the sleepy train, fell off the branch, got knocked off by the train. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but I mean, literally, guys, it just hit me. I thought about bringing in these white flowers because I thought that the white would pop off of the page. However, they are not the right style. So, you know, that is not going to happen. They get pushed off to the side. I do go into my stash instead of just in my kit. I'm pulling out some kind of label-y things. And I really just want to build up this cluster down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to build up the cluster up at the top. Almost minutely, right? Like the cluster in the bottom's got a lot going on. The cluster at the top, not a tremendous amount. Not a tremendous amount going on, but just enough decoration. This is kind of a busy page. I mean, it's got this yellow and pink all over it, and it's got gold. So it's definitely a little bit of a busy page. Now, I did rip off that one leafy thing and rearrange it so that it looked like it was coming out from behind that flower. And I did that because the way I was combining these pieces, it was kind of covering up all of that leafy goodness on the right hand side, and I could not have that happen. So I've got a label there, and then I'm going to pull this wood button that has the enamel piece on it. I'm going to push right through the buttonhole and get that little enamel piece out. And now I've got a pretty rocking cluster down here at the bottom, if I do say so myself. I am going through my embellishments where I'm looking at my brads, I'm looking at my enamel pieces, I'm looking at all of the things so that I can kind of finish off the cluster and be finished with this layout. So obviously I still have some lingering feelings about my time at Target. I still have lingering feelings about my time at Hobby Lobby. Let's be real. But I was getting done, right? Like I'm done with this layout. Funnily enough, it is the very last page in one of the volumes of the 2021 albums. So that's going to get placed in there. And then I add one more number 5 up there on that label because why not? I just go ahead and write the date of October 2021. And now the layout is finished, you guys. It is already in the album. So the album can make its way back to the shelf. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.